Hey guys, so I wanted to do a quick video on the setups. These are the smart money setups in the Forex market that I've been working on since, like September, November, when I did the boot camps. And it's definitely gotten to the point where we're feeling real good about it. The beautiful thing about this strategy is, number one, the risk reward. You can risk, let's say, $1 to make $20, or $30 to make $600, etc. So even if you have a 50-50 win rate, 50% win rate, your winners are 20, 30, 40x compared to your losers. And you have to be very patient, because you can get a setup and it might take 2-3 weeks for a price to come back to your setup, but you get rewarded when you win. So here's a brief example. This trade triggered this morning at 4:30. Unfortunately, I don't cut on the charts until 5 a.m. normally, so I missed this setup, but it's a beautiful thing to see, and it just adds confidence, and it confirms that this is an awesome strategy, something you can definitely pass down to your kids. And it's a naked chart. As you can see, there's no indicators on here, and I was always one that was addicted to indicators. So it's kind of like being addicted to alcohol or drugs, and then when you get off of it, you see things so much clearly. So check this out. We're on the USD CAD Forex, and this smart money strategy works in the stock market, works in the futures, which is what I'm going to do once I master the Forex. I'm going to be trading this smart money on in the futures market, NASDAQ, the NQ, the ES, gold, YM, all of the major future indices. So here we go. You start from the 4-hour or the daily. You always start in the bigger time frame, and what you're looking for is an order block. And you just type in, order block on YouTube, and it's a pretty well-known type of price action. You're looking for an order block followed by an institutional candle, which is a candle that is huge compared to a regular candle. Retail traders like you and I, we can't move price like this. We cannot move price like this or like this. We move price like right here, or like right here. This little small one. We can't do stuff like this. Big money does that. Institutional money, the banks. So you're looking for an order block which precedes one of these big candles. You find that and you mark it. I'm not going to get all into the nuts and bolts and the nitty gritty of the strategy, because you got to crawl before you walk. I'm just showing you what I was looking at and how awesome the strategy is once you get it. So I found one here. I found this little candle here with this long wick, which is a part of our strategy. This is a more advanced entry, but this wick tells a lot. And then you see this big candle following it. That's the institutional candle. So you just mark it. We mark the wick like that. This happened January 21st, guys, and we're February 16th. So this is what I mean by these trades can take weeks to happen. So once you find your order block, you set an alert. You just put an alert like here, and you put the alert right above the box to notify you. Unfortunately, if I'm asleep and the alert happens at 3 in the morning, then I'll miss that trade. But there's tons of other opportunities here. All you need is one. All you need is really 2 trades in a month, or 1 trade a week. And you're good to go. You build your account up and you are good to go. Now this account here that we have a live account, this is a $3,000 live account. And it's a live account. 1% of $3,000 is $30. I'm only risking $30 a trade. So I can lose numerous trades. I can lose 3 trades in a row and I've only lost $90. But I win 1 trade. At the very minimum, I can win $600 on an average win, like a 1 to 20. I can win about $600. So the risk reward is basically, it's gangster. All right. So you set it and forget it. Price came back here. February 15th, middle of the night, basically, right before midnight. Right here. So what we do is we shrink this down to the 5-minute. I'm going to show you where my entry was at. So remember, price has to come down and hit the box, the zone. This is our point of interest, is what we call it. Our point of interest. This is where the order block and the institutional candle formed, that big wick. All right, this is our zone, point of interest. So price jumps in it, and from there we're looking for our entry. So I'm going to show you where the entry happened. First things first, we're looking for the same thing we looked for on the 4 hour. We're looking for an order block and an institutional candle. So we got an order block here, and we got the institutional candle, a big candle. All right. So we mark it. Price already triggered. It went into the zone. Once it goes into the zone, you go to a smaller time frame for your sniper entry. So we're on the 5-minute. We went from the 4 hour to the 5-minute. Once we hit the zone, all right? And then we just look for our setup. And our setup is basically rinse and repeat. We found a setup here, price action. We found order block and an institutional candle. We mark it with the long wick. We mark it, and we wait for it to come back. Now there's some other things that has to happen to make this, to validate this. So we want to see price action shoot up and break a couple of levels. So here's a level here. So we mark it. And this is explained in detail, like once you get past the basic level. But you want to see price break a level, right? You want to see here. Let's scroll up here. There we go. Here's another order block and big candle. You want to see price jump up and break a level, which it did here. So price entered our zone. We want to see an order block and then a big candle break a level, and it did it here as well. You mark it here. This is a level. Once again, you want to see certain things happen. All right, we put it there. So price shot up, it broke this level. It went back down, it shot up, and it broke this level. It goes up. Now you just wait. You wait for it to either come here, your second level. This is your first, this is your second. You want price to come back here, react in the zone, and if it shoots up, you go for it. If it goes through here, then this trade is a loser. You have a second entry here. So you have two potential entries. 1 and 2. What makes this a sniper entry is if you wanted to avoid these setups here, like if I just was like, you know what, I don't want to miss this potential trade because it might happen at 4:30 in the morning and I'm asleep, I'm just going to set an order here. You can do that. And I would have won, actually, right? I would have won, but my risk reward would not have been as great. I would have risked more than $30 on this trade because this box is pretty big. So if we measure it, you get $10 per pip. $10 per pip. This is 28 pips. You add 2 more for a little room. That's 31 pips. So you're right at the max. That's a pretty big box. You can't get the type of returns. You need a bigger account because this is more than $30 risk. This is 30 pips times $10 a pip. Let's do the math on that. $30, $10 times 30 pips. That's a $300 risk here. You got to risk $300 for this trade if you're doing a standard lot. So you have to lower your lot size. We want to make a lot of money here. So we want to trade standard lots, which is $10 a pip. So we got to shrink this down to like 5 pips, 4 pips, 3 pips. Then you're at like $50, $40, $30, depending on your account size. That's why we do this. But if you have a $1,000 account, you can still do this. You just got to risk. You have to decrease your lot size, and you would have got triggered right here. And as you can see, let's see how far it went up. Once again, it's 30 pips. You do the risk reward. Let's see. Let's do a long position. So your entry would have been here. Your stop would have been down here. And so far, prices hit here. So your risk reward would have been basically 2.68. Now, hey, you're risking $30 to make $60. That's what you would have did right here. That's okay. You risk $100 to make $200. That's okay. But we want better. We want better. So let's delete this. We want this here. This is what we're talking about. This is what you call a sniper entry right here or right here. Why is it a sniper? How many pips are you risking? 1.7. You add 2 pips to that. Down here, this is a 3.7 risk. It's $30. Right here, this box is 3.9. Once again, you just add a couple of more pips down, a little buffer, 2 pip stop, 3.8, 5.8, right here. That's your entry. This happened at 7:05. 7:05 New York time. 7:05 New York time. Once again, I was asleep. That's 4:05 in the morning. So I missed it. The reward so far, we put this down to, okay, let's see, 4.1, 6.1, and we raise this up here. So far, where are we at? And we're not done. Like the target, I'm gonna show you where the target is actually at. But right now, we're already at 11. Risk $1 to make 11 already. Now, if we go to the 4 hour, I'm gonna show you where the target is at. Target's up here at this high. That's where the target's at. So that's a 21, yep, 21.52. Let's go back to the 5 minutes. We can see it clearly. Wait, let's get rid of this one. All right, let's set it up the right way here. So right here. So our stop would have been 6, around 6. And our target is up here. There's a blue line up here. Here. This is our target right here. There we go. So we're halfway to our target. Risk reward 22. 1 to 22. So this is on a $3,000 account. The max you want to risk is $30. You can go to 2%. That's 1%. So if you went to 2% on a $3,000 account, you can risk $60, right? This would have been $60 risk, 6.1. Now, $60 times 22 is $1,300. If it hits here, your target up here, you can win $1,300. $1,300 on a $60 trade. This is the type of stuff we're talking about. This is what I've been working on for a long time. Even right now, we're in profit. Already. We've already shot up. Let's see where we are at right now. We go, let's put this back here. Let's see. And if we lower this down here, so far, that's 11. We've already hit risking $1 to make 11. So $60 times 11. This is already a $600 winner already in a few hours. But we're holding it to get up here. But you definitely take profit. It ain't profit until you withdraw it. So this is a 20-minute video, but I wanted you guys to see without me getting all into the weeds. But if you watch that free video that I sent you guys, he breaks down this stuff here, the basic strategy. Once you learn the basic, then I can drop jewels on the sniper, but you got to learn the basic. And the basic is actually free. It'll take a couple of months, but this is a lifetime here. This is what, once again, this is what you pass down to your kids. All right? Hope you enjoy it. Holla back.